Well, welcome everybody, and I'm so happy and thrilled that you decided to join us today. You're going to absolutely love this session. We're going to talk about easy money, easy life, easy money, easy life. And the more you can just start saying that to yourself, easy money, easy life, that's actually all you need to say is to have more easy money coming. And so don't call it just money, call it easy money. And so we're going to talk about coming from the program called Easy Money, Easy Life, and a book as well. And it's really about, and maybe you want to write this down, that I want to give myself the freedom, the permission to have more money. It's really about giving yourself the freedom, because that's what money is freedom. And when you give yourself freedom, and to understand that the contrast is not the freedom is, oh, I don't have any money, and oh, I'm not gonna, but this person said no, and putting a charge into things that we don't want. Actually, the person says no, so you can build your income, your wealth. So it's a great one, that have you given yourself permission today to allow more money in? And money's a beautiful thing. It's a gift from God. And we just, our ancestors just got that a little confused on what money is. And it's not hard to get. It's easy. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to sacrifice. In fact, all you have to do is enjoy life, enjoy this beautiful life, and everything will come to us. And so it's great seeing all of you, and I love you all so much. And what's the good news? Who wants to share some goodies with us? What's going on?
I can share.
Hey, Shal.
Do I have permission to share the Friday story, my Friday story?
Sure. You
Okay.
share whatever you want to.
Okay.
There is no permission around here. There are no rules.
All right. Well,
In that case, no more singing.
That's a rule you just made up, Joey. Yeah, go ahead.
I know I'm going to cry. So we've been working together for, I don't know, a year and a half-ish or so. And, Dr. Hank has been really trying to help me overcome the blocks that I have around money. And it's funny when I remember to like lean in and have fun and do the things, like, the money just shows up. Well, I got a message from him on Friday about rising above, having fun, rising above the committee. And that's really what's blocked me my whole life, is my own thoughts, the committee inside my own head. Yeah. And I was scrolling TikTok, and the way I scroll is I don't just scroll. If something interests me, I read the comments, and then sometimes there's more videos. So that's how I get sucked into TikTok. And I happened to come across this video of a lady that was sharing about this mystery box, and she was like getting paid or whatever to do this advertisement for him. Anyway, it piqued my interest, and I went to their website. It's mysterybox.com if anybody's interested. And it was $49.99 for the box, all kinds of stuff. You don't know what you're getting. It's a mystery. With free shipping, and it's at least $100 worth of products in there. And on the website, it said something about, funsies, just for funsies. And it reminded me of the text that I got from Dr. Hank earlier that day. And, I don't really have extra money to be spending on fun, to be spending on a silly mystery box. But I was like, you know what? This is going to be a lot of fun. And there could be like electronics and stuff in there. And my son would love that. And it'll be so fun to order this and get it and go through it with him. And I bought it, and I texted Dr. not expecting at all what happened to happen. But I just texted him about, I decided to lean in and have fun today, and told him about this box, and he sent me $49. I didn't like, I don't really have the extra $49 to be spending. I just said I decided to lean in and have fun today.
Yeah.
And I was like, was recording a video when the notification came through that I got money, and I'm in the middle of recording, and I literally said, "What the fuck?" And
Yeah.
I still haven't gone back to finish that video, but I started laughing like, it really is this easy. It really
Yeah.
is this fun. And then I
Yeah.
started sobbing. And I called my friend, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, I just told her that story, and she was like, just wow, like it just, I just love you so much.
Well, I'll tell you, Shell, that is just fantastic. And your heart, see, it's the little things in life, and that who gained out of this. Remember, when you thrive, everybody else thrives. And so Shell was just telling me about it. She did the mystery box, and it was 49 bucks, and then I get this divine thought, oh, I'll just send you the 49 bucks, and it's just fun. And so I gained from this, didn't I?
Yeah.
I felt good. Yeah.
And
And then Shell feels good. Yeah.
I can't wait to be able to do that for people.
Yeah. Well, stop waiting.
Yeah,
And stop saying you don't have enough money for fun. That, because that's your prayer, though. And
Right.
you can't pray for what you don't want and expect to get what you want. We're going to stop facing reality. We're going to start creating reality. And it's just a fun road then. And so, to help someone that, and so let me just think of another example that, I went to this little Hispanic convenience store, and I walked in because they have a really nice bathroom in my travels, and they have a great selection of my scratch offs. And so I went in, I bought 3 scratch offs, and the guy says to me, "Good luck." And I said, "Thank you very much. And because of that, you'll get 10% of everything that I win." So I scratched the first one off. I put it under the thing, and we're like 2 feet away. There was a little machine system, right by him. And it's $200. And I give him the card, and I said, "Cash that in, and I'll give you 20 on it." He's going to get 10%. Scratch that card, $200. He goes, "It's a really $200?" Because I just told him $200. He thought I was confused. And so the guy, so I walked out of there with a lot more money than I had. And he was there, and I probably paid for what is, the 40 bucks. It's, a couple hours of work or whatever. And that it just made me feel good. For him, it made his day, and that it's just these little things. It's not even, you don't have to send money, send love. Be thoughtful about people. And this idea about really being thoughtful about others, and thinking about where they are and what they're doing, what they shared with you. And if you'll review that, one of the ways to do that is just to review your day before you go to bed, and ask for, what are all the miracles and wonderful things that happen. And it's just incredible on how many great things are happening. The committee is trying to snatch us and say, "Oh, I can't believe, my knee hurts," or, "I can't," and that, "Oh, this person said no," or, whatever, that, "This person cut me off." Who cares? Start looking for the wanted, the blessings, and then you'll see them. Being thoughtful to other people. So, see, you're rich. as rich as they come, shall. The richness that you just gave us in your tears of joy, no money could ever pay for that. And so we are the wealthy ones. We have been promised an abundant life. And all we have to do is allow it in. Give permission to yourself to allow it in. You don't need the dollars. I have people that say, oh, well, I had someone recently send me a house with a picture of a real expensive house and car. And I said, hey, do you really think that's what you want the money for? And that this person is, working all the time and everything, and because they want, more money. And I personally, I've been there. I don't like big homes where I got to have other people come in and clean and knock over my expensive stuff and whatever. And that I love it where it's just quaint, where we can just kind of keep control of it without this big huge house. So happiness, it's not the money. It's what does money bring? And that it brings us to feel good, to feel more freedom. Well, we have the power right now to feel good and feel freedom. We don't need that money. And when we let go of the money comes to you. And I said, some of you, maybe a couple of weeks ago, a little picture with a guy chasing money and love. It was a dollar sign and a heart, and he was chasing. And that chase never ends. It just keeps on going and going and going. Okay. And then below that is a picture with a person just sitting in a meditative state and breathing deeply. And there is money and hearts, love and money coming to you. So you get to choose. Am I going to continue to chase this stuff? Or am I going to invite it in? Am I going to give myself permission to invite my money in? And the easiest way to do all of this is just to feel good, to have fun. It's something completely opposite of what we have been brought up with and opposite of what your committee wants you to do. Your committee wants you to work hard, to be in hell, to sacrifice, to think everything's bad. There's nothing bad at all. So, Shell, you're just an angel, and you have more wealth to give than not only money. Right on?
Right.
Hey, Dr.
Yeah,
Hank.
Joe.
I got something to share, but before I do, I just got to say, Michelle,
Oh.
you're an example every week coming in here about the places you fly to, the way you help people, the things you're doing, the joy you live in, the big smile, the tears of joy, all that continuously. You're there. You're there. And I like that, Dr. Hank, you said that about the miracle. I have a little, I used to get these all the time in school for my reading and writing and stuff like that. And I never ever used them. So today I find uses for them, and I have a smaller one that's a little pocket one that I just call my Book of Miracles. And as I'm going through life, I just jot those things down. Man, I go back through them sometimes. It's amazing that thing is a third of the way or over the third of the way filled with all these incredible things that happen. So that really helps to bring light to that. And I just wanted to share today, I'm standing because I can't sit down. Because life has made such a quick, drastic change. And you and I have been working together for a while. And my whole mindset has been that we're working on building my revenues and my company and everything else. But you're wise enough to understand we're focusing on building the joy, and now the other stuff will come as a result. So you bring me back on. We just had a conversation about that last week and living in the joy and everything. I had this situation happen Friday before last. And I have a business account, a checking account, and I have a personal checking account. And every month, all my revenues come into the business, and then I transfer over to the checking as I need it for personal stuff and everything else. And so I needed to transfer $800. And so I went in my bank, and I don't know why, but I only transferred 500. So when I went to my personal account and I looked, it was only had 500 of the 8 I needed. And I was like, how'd that happen? I go back to the other one, realize I only sent 5. So I sent 300 more. The $300, and I go back to my personal, and it didn't show up there. So I'm like, well, maybe there's a delay. And I waited till Tuesday of last week. And then I went and looked, it still wasn't there. So I went to my business and sent another $300, and that one went through instantly. So I have a 500 that showed up, a 300 that didn't, and then another 300 that did. So I started calling my business bank and talking to them. They go, no, we're seeing the transition went through. It was, put into your other bank account, stuff like that and everything. So I called the other bank account, and I ended up spending 3 hours talking to 4 different departments in the personal side and stuff like that, as far as what happened. And every time you got to give them your name and your date of birth and address. And then you got to go into the whole story of, what you experienced and everything. And so 3 hours of that day was spent in going into this stuff. And actually it was Wednesday, into going into this stuff and explaining it and trying to get, and the end result was my personal checking account said, there's nothing we can do. We can't, there's not, you have to go to the other side. Well, I'm already talking to the other side and they're very helpful. And so I get off the phone at like 4:30 that day and I'm going, okay, God, I want you to be able to trust me with more and trust more into my care. And I want to be responsible with what you entrusted me. I don't know what else to do here. I've done everything I can. And I'm going out with this girl, and she was making dinner for us that night and everything, a nice romantic dinner. And I didn't want to bring this into that evening. So part of my prayer was, I forget the exact words, but, just I want to give this to you, guy. I want to just let it go, like just release it and let it go. And $300 isn't going to, break me, but $300 is a lot of money to me.
Sure.
So I went through that evening. I forgot all about it, really. I got so involved in the joy of the evening and all that and everything. And so the next morning at 8:00 in the morning, I get a call from my business bank, and they said, I don't know what happened, but your personal bank sent the money back to us last night. So it's now in your account again. So my activity in that, and you've been talking to me about this, but I haven't seen it like I did through this. My personal, that letting go of, that not carrying it in the back of my mind or the front of my mind or focus or anything else. I just allowed the results to come, which you talk about a lot, but it was so cool getting to see that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have that experience and I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. That's God working in my life, the universe, all that stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And then this person I'm seeing, now she's making me breakfast in the morning. So things went well at dinner. I hope she doesn't listen to this.
She'll be laughing.
Can we edit that? Anyways, so she asked me, so I tell her that and she's going, oh God, God is so good and this and that. That's awesome and everything. And then she asked me a question. And she said, why don't you do the same thing with your business? And without really thinking of my response and everything, I just started talking. I said, $300 it's a bit of money. That's a good size amount of money for me. But $300 isn't going to determine my life results. My business is such a passion, and I so badly want to help as many people as I can and impact people and feel that feeling of fulfillment and everything else. And I said this without thinking. It's too big for me to trust with God.
Ooh.
And then you ever say something and then you hear yourself what you just said? And I was like, oh my God, I never connected that with it. But it's so big and so important to me. And my grip is so strong on it. I don't trust that in God's hands without me doing all the stuff I've done.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, I almost started crying and I realized that. And I was like, yes, I was like, wow. That was Thursday morning. I went through the day Thursday and Friday, and I just went through it with a whole new outlook on everything, a whole new understanding of what it means to let go and allow. And I just started going through my day, and I'm, talking to God, and I'm going through my stuff, and the person comes out of the blue and helps me with an area of my business I would have never even known that I needed help with. And they just showed up, and then somebody else later on. I've had 2 clients who have kind of been pushing out a little bit and stuff. Both of them, the one guy, we talked about Dr. Hank. He sent me a text yesterday and he said, hey, let's get going this week. Let's get started, and all of a sudden these things are happening and all I'm doing is going, man, I release it. I release all of it. Whatever happens with this
Yeah.
business is your will. And if it's not this business, I'm sure it will be something else. You wouldn't waste this passion in my lifetime. And I'm just going to trust you with it more and more every day. And just things are flowing. I have like almost like a new lot on life where I understand so much clearer that the more important something is to me, the more I'm going to attach to it and grab hold of it and not have that willingness. We're now seeing that I can let, and there's so many blessings in it. The fact of you and I, you kind of took us off track from where I wanted to go in our conversation last week to talk about this, which then aligned it perfectly for when she asked me that question, which she could have handled that a million different ways. She could have said, well, you need to trust your business with God like that. And it would have been a whole different look at but that she asked me the question like that and allowed me, allowed me to speak that. And it's like there's no area of life where this stuff that we talk about, the stuff that you've taught me, the stuff that we go through, there's no limits to how far it can go.
No limits, baby. No limits, Joey. Yeah.
So I just wanted to share that with everybody today. It's such an awesome thing.
You know, just how powerful. Hey, Dr. K.
This is really an amazing story about the little things. And sometimes the little things, a whole bunch of little things make big things. Well, we were at a pool party. This is a number of years ago, and this friend of mine went down the slide and his swimming trunks tore. And he was having to hold on to his swimming trunks and try to swim. And he literally prayed this prayer: God, I need a safety pin. I don't want to be out there holding on to myself when I get out of the pool. And as God is my witness, he went to the side of the pool, and in the crack of the pool deck was a safety pin. He picked up that safety pin and he pinned his swimming suit together. He said, God answers all prayers. It's just that sometimes we don't like the answers.
Yeah.
So I thought that was amazing. I had to share that today.
That is great,
Thanks,
Dr. K. I just love that. And and it's these little things. See, they're all miracles. And what's going on there is all our prayers are being answered, but are we allowing them in? Or are we having the committee go and say, hey, this isn't, how I want it to be, and it's got to be this way, and I'm dictating, what it is. And to be clear, God's will is what you ask for. To allow God's will is to give it to you. And so are you allowing God? And so Joey's example, where he realized that, wow, he didn't trust God to handle something such as big as his business, which God can handle a thimble, a castle. In fact, we're going to go later on up to your castle. You all have a castle within you, the kingdom within you. And so God can do all things. And it's this really trusting, on the pulpits are talking about trusting God. This is what we're trusting. It's trusting that when we pray, when we ask for something, I want to build my business, I want better health, I want my suit to be secure, whatever it may be, that I want my business, to grow, that I want more easy money. See, if you'll just start saying these ideas, these thoughts with feeling about, I just love having more easy money. And so, and remember that when you try to start figuring it out, it's actually the committee taking you upstream where none of your desires are. So stop trying to figure it out. You'll be given the thoughts. You'll be attracted. What did Joey say when he let go? All of a sudden, all these people are coming into his life to help him with his business and clients and things that were stalling, that there was no energy. There was no energy because we were pushing it from us because of this need to hang on. We got to do it and we got to figure it out and I got to have that. Just let it go. We all have it so made. We got electric and cell phones and AI now, and running water and cars and jets, and it's just amazing everything that we have for us, that is here for us. And there's plenty of money. There weren't any billionaires 100 years ago. Now there's, I don't know, I think it's 4,500. Where'd the money come from? Did we import it from some other planet or something? No, they asked for it. All you have to do is ask for it and allow it in. And there's plenty of money. There's as much money when you can get to the point and understand there's as much money as there is air to breathe.
Mm.
Because you've never worried about the air being breathed, and there's plenty of air. Don't worry about the money. Just enjoy yourself. Go out and do your passion, what makes you feel best.
Mhm.
Don't chase the money. The money will chase you.
I got one.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Melanie.
Melanie.
So this weekend, I was at the little market that I like to work at on Sundays, and it was the car show weekend. They always have it the first weekend of the month. And it's funny how the people from the car show, they usually just walk through the market, but they never stop at people's booths. It's hilarious. It's almost like a job for them. Like they're there, so they got to walk through, and they walk through real fast. And so we all kind of laugh about that. And I was thinking about last week's call, talking about changing the dynamic in the town that I'm in, and how it's all up to me. And so I settled back down, and I started thinking about it, and I just sat on my table and I settled into my heart and said, align with what you want. And I want to truly help people. I want to change people's lives, and I can do it within, minutes. And so I just set my heart with that, and immediately had a lady come, and she had some sort of connective tissue disorder that I've never heard of. And she had fibromyalgia and all of this stuff. And so I needed to go very lightly on her with what I do, and told her we'd take baby steps. And she was from Waco, which is hours away. So she wouldn't be able to continue with me, but she said she knew she needed to get on my table. And so sure enough, by last night, she was commenting on my Facebook. She had found me and said how good she feels and everything. And then the next lady who came through, she was pregnant and had a migraine. And I can take care of a migraine. And so, I cleared all that up, and it was really beautiful. And then, so I was on my way home, and I had been wanting to go to this thing called ACL, the Austin City Limits thing. And I wasn't going to spend that money on that. And I'd even called in on the radio station and tried to win a ticket last week. I just, I knew when I was wanting to go, I was like, okay, something magical is going to happen with this because I actually want something. It is, and I was really, that goal and that want, and it really changes a lot in your life. But I just threw it out there. And then so on the way home from work, I had, within less than an hour, 2 separate calls of people inviting me to go to ACL. Awesome. And the first one was, it would just be for one day, and he hadn't bought the ticket. And at first, my initial response, what I truly wanted was, yes, I'll go. But then the committee kind of started going, well, and then I was like, shut up, committee. This is what I wanted anyways, is one day, let's do it. And as soon as I said that, that was when I got the message from the other friend who I've never met. She's from New York, and we've been friends on Facebook forever. And she said, do you want to go? I have an extra one, and it's a 3-day pass, and it's the GA Plus. So I'll be getting fresh water for free, and there's air conditioned bathrooms and everything. And so, of course, and they've got an Airbnb already. So I'll just leave Friday night and stay all weekend. And
oh my God. That's great. I love that. I expect something magical to happen for me. I'd write that one down. Wow. I expect something magical to happen to me today.
My friend said, things like that are always happening for you. I said, yeah, because I know.
Yeah. And the other thing you said is about, hey, what do I want? Instead of looking at the world and how they are and all these guys walking by and nobody doing it, what do I want? It only matters on what your prayer is. It doesn't matter what's going on and what other people are saying about other people or whatever. It just matters on what you want. And yeah, and so something magical happens. And see, in this magic, and some may judge this now and say, well, that's not very magical, but it's blah, blah, blah. No, that's what this is all about. Us feeling good. This is fun. Imagine you're on a magic carpet ride. And that you're on this magic carpet ride, man, you're just tooling around and you can just say, hey, I want to go here and fly in here and fly in there, and you will, and the magic will happen. That is beautiful, Melanie. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Who I think somebody else wanted to comment before.
Oh, I was just saying, on
Michelle?
Thursday, I gave it to God, and I'm not like a God believer, I use universe, but I was like,
Yeah.
all right, God, universe, spirit, divine, whatever you are, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to be staying with Joe? Am I supposed to be staying at this restaurant job that I'm doing 2 to 3 days a week? Am I supposed
Yeah.
to continue with my business? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? And
Yeah.
something happened at the restaurant that kind of said, all right, you're supposed to be here, but it also tied in with my business because a customer was asking about my business and he was sharing it with friends. And then
Yeah.
I got home that night and Joe and I had an amazing talk.
Mm.
And we were talking a little bit about what I'm doing because I'm not working full time anymore, like Monday through Friday. And he said, it's fine that you're not doing that. Do what makes you happy. And I was like, all right, see, I'm supposed to be staying with him too and working this way.
Yeah. And see, and asking and that you have this asking and see, and God comes too with a lot of different things and so yeah, don't get hung up on this God word for those that we were brought up with the God word. And some people, have misunderstandings with it. It's this loving energy. It's this beautiful, loving, divine energy. And so it doesn't matter what you call it. It matters if you believe it. And your body is the temple that holds it and the kingdom within you. And so just know that, and know that everything that you want is coming your way, and your future is bright. Your past is finite. It's just your past. Your future is infinite. Whoa. And you get to call it right now on how that future is going to be. So why don't we all just relax here? We're going to go to a magical place together. I want you to just now close your eyes to go within that kingdom within, and then breathe deeply. Breathe in the breath of the divine, and breathe out and just relax and let go. Breathe in easy money. And breathe out anything contrary to that. And breathe in an easy life. And breathe out anything contrary to that. Release it. Let go, and let God. As you breathe in 5 seconds, all the way down to your toes. And breathe out. Oh, you just feel light as a feather. You're feeling so good now. So calm and so relaxed. And continue to breathe in. As you breathe in this time, you start to rise up. Rising up. And just imagine now you floating as you deeply breathing, floating now, floating up into the beautiful sky, into the air. Imagine you're on a magic carpet now, just floating and drifting and flying in this beautiful carefree space. Unlimited carefree space. Oh, it feels so good, so free, so empowering, so confident. And now let us together fly on our magic carpets, fly out and beyond blue yonder, going out and coming to this beautiful place, God's garden. And all of us landing together at the front entrance of this beautiful garden of God, of the divine, of the universes. And as we get off our magic carpet, we walk down this golden path. And we're just skipping along. And we love all the beautiful flowers, beautiful trees. Oh, the air just smells so fresh. A spring breeze flows in our cheeks. We feel so good, so light, so happy. We hear the angel harps playing. We hear the angels singing. And oh, they're singing hallelujah for all of us together, skipping along in our golden path. So happy, so free. This beautiful garden, this garden that has no rules, this garden that offers everything. And as we walk on past the garden, we look out to this magnificent castle. Oh, imagine, if you will, a Disney World castle. This beautiful castle is your castle. It looks so beautiful, so grand. All these beautiful windows around it. And then all around the castle are these fields of wheat. And just see the golden wheat dancing in the breeze. Oh, it's just so free as we're now dancing in the breeze. And we come up to our castle, and surrounding the castle is a beautiful river. It's the river of life, a deep, blue, loving river of life that gives us life, eternal life forever. And it surrounds the castle, and to get to the castle, there's this bridge. And it's a golden bridge. And we now, you individually go and walk on your bridge to your castle, your golden bridge. And there's a red carpet, and this carpet leads into the castle. And the red is for the wisdom. And as you step on this carpet, you just became even more wise. And wisdom flows to you from your feet on up, into your mind, into your heart. You love being so wise. You love being the head of this kingdom. And you follow this red carpet up. And it leads up to some stairs that you so easily just flow right up those stairs, floating up to where your throne is. A beautiful, majestic velvet red chair of your throne. And you sit now at your throne in your kingdom. Just breathing deeply now. Enjoying this amazing feeling of being in your kingdom now. Just loving being in this kingdom that now thrives. And you look around and there's these beautiful open windows that see your kingdom and all the land out that you have as your kingdom. It goes on and on. And you look at the harvest, the wheat, just the golden wheat flowing, dancing in the breeze. And you ask for that to now turn into golden nuggets. And now that field is filled with gold, and it's all yours. It's the abundant life. It looks so beautiful, so comforting to have all this gold and nuggets in all your fields. And beyond that field, you look out your window from your kingdom and you see some beautiful trees. They all have thousands and thousands of green leaves on these trees. And it's a harvest time now, your harvest time. And the trees start to turn colors now, these beautiful, vibrant colors. And now they turn into $100 bills. And you just love seeing all the hundreds of dollars on your trees in your kingdom. The abundant life is now yours. You just love this easy money, all of this gold, all of this money growing on trees. And then you look and you see in the woods that there's some beings dancing, and they're dancing out of the woods into the field, into this beautiful golden field. And it's your money beings. Ooh, and they are dancing and smiling, and they're just wrapped in $100 bills, and they are marching and dancing and singing and clapping and whistling and flowing now, flowing all out of not just hundreds, but thousands and more of these divine money beings, these easy money beings, just dancing out of the woods, over the fields, over your bridge to your castle, and in to your kingdom. All of this money energy you're allowing in now. Just feel this abundance. You're surrounded by the energy, the loving energy and gift of easy money. These beings just dancing and smiling at you, loving you, and filling your castle, filling your kingdom with abundance, with easy money, with all the prosperity that you want is yours now. And in this divine, abundant energy, be silent. And just look around your beautiful kingdom, all the beautiful people in your kingdom, in your world now, your family, business, all the people, your attracting more and more people that help you to your desires. Your kingdom now prospers. You now prosper. And as you prosper, so everything in your kingdom now prospers. All the money, all the experiences, all the people. It's just getting more wonderful. Oh, and enjoy sitting on your throne. All the confidence, all the love, all the appreciation for who you are. And money bows down to you now, and all these beings bow down to you now. And you stand up, and you now walk down the stairs of your throne, just gliding, floating down. And everybody is so happy and blesses you and thanks you for being who you are, the one and the only, forever and ever. And you walk now out of your castle, over your bridge, and all the money is following you now. All the love, all the joy, all of that good feelings flow with you now as you walk through your golden field. You walk back into God's garden, and it feels so great to have abundance in you, all around you, and through you now. And oh, as you walk back through the garden, you feel so much better, so much more abundant than you did when you walked in. And oh, the angels are singing at tones they've never sung before. So happy and so excited for your abundant life that is now with you. And smell the freshness of this day, of this moment. As we now greet and meet each other, and we get on our magic carpets, and off we go together, loving each other, feeling so abundant, so happy, knowing that this beautiful world now awaits us in its abundance, in everything that we want. And we just fly and float and drift now through the beautiful blue sky, going down to Mother Earth on our magic carpet. Forevermore, we're on our magic carpet ride. Oh, breathe in and breathe out. And flow now back in to your room, back into your chair. That is your kingdom's throne. It's that red velvet chair that you now sit in. It's the abundant life that you have now given yourself the freedom and permission to enjoy. And for this, we give thanks. And so it is done. Amen. And breathe in Breathe in that abundance. And now you can just breathe out abundance to all your kingdom and all those around you into your world. Breathing abundance in. And breathing abundance out. Like the waves of an ocean. Coming in and coming out. There's only abundance now. There's plenty of everything for you now. And I invite you to now open up your eyes and welcome this abundant life to you now. And so it is done. Aye. Easy money, easy life, easy money, easy life. I feel good like I knew that I would. So good, so good, so good, so good. Do, 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 do. Hey, hey, hey. So, what do you like best about that?
It was peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful.
The
Good.
comfort
Mhm.
of having all of the riches.
Yeah, the comfort. Yeah, it's knowing. Just know that then there's nothing in your way because God wants to give it to you all. Promise you an abundant life. And so it's like, wow, I'm just going to get out of the way now. And that, yeah, what comfort to know that it's all here now. It's all flowing to you. Yeah. Other thoughts, comments, experiences up there? You like your kingdom?
When you said like towards the beginning, you can hear the harps. I had
Yeah.
a text message come through and it was like not really, it didn't really sound like harps, but it just was funny. It came through right when you said that.
Yeah, you can interpret anything any way you want. You get to choose. So the noise now becomes the harp noise.
Mhm.
The no becomes that they really mean yes, that there's more yeses coming. The lack becomes abundance. Yeah. Yeah. The limitation becomes freedom for us to allow all of this beauty in. Yeah. Great. Any
My
other
little
thoughts?
my little money beings were small at first, but then once we got in the house, they got as big as me, and so we were dancing and bumping booties, and
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
That's great. I love it. Yeah, bumping booties. That's good. That's fun. Yeah. And yeah, they were small because they were way, way far away. And by the time they got in the castle, that they were big. Yeah. And we all have the castle, the kingdom within us. So beautiful. Great. Well, with that we are ready to be led by a couple of things that next week I'll be in Italy in Lake Como on a private yacht, a sailboat, and so we have Shell and Joey leading our our time together with Master Heart Family. So thank you both for leading that. Joey will do the meditation, and they'll both, and we all are the leaders of this. There is no one leader, and so we all get to lead with heart and be able to do that. So I'll be thinking of all of you there and sending you love and knowing that the abundant life is yours. And with that, we like to laugh and have more fun.
we
We like to
laugh
laugh
and
and
have
have
more
more
fun.
fun. For we are the prosperous ones. Hey, you guys are singing it today. Being abundant is the name of the game.
Being abundant is the name of the game.
Money is our middle name.
Money
Is
is our
our
middle
middle
name.
name.
Feeling abundant is our divine right.
Feeling abundant is our divine
Divine
right.
right.
As we shine in God's light.
As we
We
shine.
shine in God's
God's
light.
light.
Sound off, easy money.
Sound off.
Money.
Sound off, easy money.
Sound off.
Easy money.
Yes, yes, yes. Easy money, easy life. Easy money, easy life. Easy money, easy life. Easy money, easy life. Hey, I love you all. Know that everything that you want is coming your way, starting right now.
Have a wonderful time in Italy.
you.
Love you all.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Enjoy Italy.
You guys.
Have a great
Be
time.
blessed.
Have a ball.
Have a great time.
Thank you.